The international sports community is showing support for Ukraine and condemning Russia's unprovoked invasion by shunning Russian athletes.
That's right. EA Sports announced it's removing the Russian national team and Russian clubs from all FIFA 22 products. The move follows the move from the International Olympic Committee banning Russian athletes from competing. And on Monday, governing bodies for ice hockey and soccer banned all Russian teams from events. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, basketball superstar and award-winning columnist at KareemSubstack.com, wrote a piece speaking to how the sports world should react to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and explains how the international sports community has the power to influence the war.
Joining us to talk more about his article is social justice champion and NBA all-time leading scorer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Sir, growing up in Los Angeles, it's a thrill to talk to you. Now, in your article, you talk about the international sports world as being used as pawns to promote nationalistic superiority. How can athletes stop themselves from being used essentially as PR tools and instead put the pressure on Russia?
Well, we all know that countries use sports activities to promote their ability to govern, etc. And I think just by letting the athletes compete, but as neutral athletes, without any association with a mother country, I think that would go a long way to showing the world what's going on and give actually negative publicity to the home country, because people would see that these athletes are competing without the sponsorship of their home country, and it will bring home the message that the home country is abusive in human rights.
And so how can pressure from the international sports community influence the war in Ukraine specifically? And what do these moves, such as banning teams, do to both Russia's economy and national morale?
Well, I think when the average citizen of Russia sees what's being done in their name, they can't be happy about it. I've seen a number of broadcasts underlining that point. But somebody there has to be some type of organized resistance to what's going on there. We have to be able to get some way of letting the Russian leaders know that what they're doing is unacceptable, and things are just going to get worse with the sanctions that are being imposed on them.
You mentioned the ideals of international sports going beyond just competition and being about creating a level playing field. So how can athletes help uphold those ideals, especially when we're in a time right now where athletics could be exploited in the name of nationalism?
Well, we have to rely on the athletes, their honesty and their commitment to freedom, justice, and equality for all of the world's citizens. I mean, that's what we're trying to promote here, and we have to find a way to do it that is both effective and nonviolent, and we will find those avenues to put the pressure on the Russians and other people who want to abuse their athletic competitors.
So when you take stock of all the international sports community has been doing to condemn Russia's actions, do you think it's enough? And also, would you like to see that move to include other nations as well, such as China or Syria, where we know people are being killed over race, religion, and ethnic identities?
Well, I think athletes all over the world understand what's going on in Ukraine, and any of them that are concerned about this can make a statement through their athletic competition and the status that they hold in their home country, where all of the people who support them will get an understanding of what's going on.
Well, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, thank you so much for joining us. It's a really great honor to have you with us.